Hey everyone, uh, it's me, Poppy. I'm just here doing a video. I just want to say, does anybody else feel like they're just screaming into the void and then everybody else is like, la 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 la, I don't want to hear it. I don't know. I don't want to hear it. I think people need to like kind of lean in and start hearing it. I think we need to start just screaming in people's ears. Wake up. This is fucking bad. I mean, really. I mean, they're landing. They have helicopters on top of buildings in a black neighborhood. They would never do that to a white condo complex in Manhattan. And they say it's fair, and they say it's just law enforcement. Come on, they know they would never do that. They would never do that to a building in Midtown Manhattan. They never would. So we know what they think about people that are my complexion and darker. So why are we playing around? Why should we even participate? We should all quit. Just quit everything. I mean, honestly, don't these people have nannies and drivers and pilots and chefs? I mean, already in in Chicago, ICE has been pretty much banned from all restaurants, and rightfully so because they just seem to love Mexican restaurants. ICE is always pulling its ass up to a Mexican restaurant and MAGA and everything. And you know, you shouldn't be rolling up into Mexican restaurants, if you don't like Mexican people enough to not see them beat down or gassed in the street or dragged out of the parent pickup line at school. Stay your ass home. And I don't think that black restaurants should serve them either or white restaurants. I think unless you want to serve them a bag of hot turds with jalapeno on top, be my guest. But just you have the right to refuse service to anybody you don't like. And if you think they're going to make people uncomfortable, you don't have to serve ice. No one has to. Even if you find out that one of your friends, you own a bar, one of your friends started working for ice, don't let them in. And, you know, if you work someplace in a restaurant and you see some ice people, let the food drop on the floor. Or, stick your finger in your butt and then just stir it right into the refried beans. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a comedian. So, I'm always joking around and being funny and, being ridiculous. I mean, of course, nobody would ever, stick their finger, in the toilet or, go around the toilet and then like stick the finger in the refried beans at a Mexican restaurant for an ice person. Like, why would they do that? That's ridiculous. Or just, get some salt for their margaritas and just keep it in the bathroom and just let everybody piss on it and then let it dry out and then just only use that for the ice people for their ice. So, I mean, I would hate that. That would be terrible if they'd get like E. coli or sick or something. Oh, but I joke. I kid, I kid. You know, but it's your right. It's your restaurant. You don't have to serve them. And sex workers, you don't have to serve them either. Strippers, don't have to dance for them. Drivers, you don't have to drive them. Gas stations, you don't have to let them fill up. Planes, you don't have to let them fly. You reserve the right to refuse service. Make the military pay for all their shit, including their gas, their food. I mean, these people are so unprofessional. They don't even have uniforms. They're told to order ICE uniforms from Amazon. What if all of us ordered ICE uniforms from Amazon? What if all the parents went to pick up their kids in ICE uniform? What if every restaurant, everybody had ICE on? Like, what if every single place you ever went, everybody had on their ICE uniform? How would they know which one of us to go after? They really wouldn't, would they? And fuck the IRS. Like, how they're finding people? They're going through the IRS. They're finding people that were in the process of getting their citizenship through their taxes. And they tell people, oh, pay their taxes. Yeah. Like, you're welcome. You did the right thing. You're welcome. Now you're living on a floor in a concentration camp, can't see your family, and you can't even pick what food you eat, can't get your insulin. Numerous people have died they've been hiding the removal of the bodies of the people that have died in these concentration camps. There are quite a lot of people that have died from lack of medication, unclean water, childbirth. We've got to stop this. This is our life. This is our reputation. You know, the United States is not responsible to the ICC, the International Criminal Court, because we were considered humanitarian. But I think that needs to change. Because what are we now? I mean, we jail people just for trying to come across the border for going to vacation. So it makes me think of that song by Whitney Houston. Didn't we almost have it all? We had it all. We had everything. And it only took 6 months to tear it down and destroy it. So we have people who studied the Constitution for all of its weaknesses, all of its loopholes. The entire legal system has been turned on its head. And there's pretty much nothing we can do. There's not one office you can report a crime to. There's nobody you can report to. What? The FBI, the CIA, the Department of Justice, there's no civil rights office now. There's nobody to protect us at all. We're completely on our own. So we might as well just band together and forget your party, and forget your bullshit, and forget your MAGA, and just fight for your country, because this is a democracy. And a democracy means you have rights. I don't care who you voted for. You know, start talking to those people that you think you don't like. You'll find you have more in common with them than you don't have in common. Because, like, you like water, right? You like clean food. You like to drive your car. You like to take care of your grandma. You like to shop in the store and have it not be so expensive that you can't afford anything. What does that make you? Different? No, it makes us the same. So we all have to band together and try to unify, because this is getting ready to be a really bad time after November. So you need to save your money, save up food, save water, and talk to people and find out where your allies are and who your friends are and who your friends are not. Because I think they have bounties on people. I think you can report people and get them jammed up with ice. So if you can't trust your neighbors, do not fucking talk to them. And make sure that your Wi-Fi is locked up. They can't spy on you. And if they have cameras going into your house, make sure you put a bright light so it's flashing towards that camera so they can't see what you're doing. So if you think you have a spy around, make sure you make some changes. All right, well, I'm Poppy. This is the Women of Ill Repute Society podcast, and have a great weekend.